And what makes you think that I would lift a finger to help you after all the dirt that you put on me?
Oh, it's really very simple. You get your father to call off his attack dog, Commissioner Sykes. And I get Cassie to stay away from Kevin once and for all. You have him all to yourself.
That's your fantasy, not mine.
Oh, please. Didn't you drop everything and come running at the mere prospect of seeing Kevin?
Sure. To tell him that I don't want to have anything else to do with him. To tell him to leave me alone because I am with Joey now.
Oh, yes, Joey.
Yes, Joey.
Oh, come on. Where have I heard that one before? Oh, I know. Yes, Kevin told me that you were involved with Joey way back when I found out that you were having an affair with Kevin. Yeah, I didn't buy the Joey scenario then. I don't buy it now.
Well, you can believe whatever you want to believe, because I know the truth, and I know what Joey and I have. Besides, it wouldn't work anyway.
I beg your pardon?
You couldn't break Kevin and Cassie up even if you tried. And you have, haven't you? Only your hired assassin shot the wrong man.
Monk's dead. You want to tell me why?
He ran straight into the street.
Yeah, that much I know. What happened before when he was in here with the rest of you?
We were just talking to him.
About what?
Well, nobody else seemed to be trying to, so we thought we'd try and find out who killed Drew Buchanan and put my stepdaughter in the hospital. We thought Monk was a good place to start.
Why?
Commissioner, I told you this before. Monk may be the one who sold the weapon to the real killer.
What is it with this town? Everyone here thinks they're cops. I got news for you. Police work is not for amateurs.
Yeah, well, the professionals sure haven't been coming up with anything. And please, do tell me about RJ and tell me about Dorian. I mean, convince me, because I'm not buying it.
That's no excuse for you to take the law into your own hands.
Yeah, well, somebody had to.
All right, Mr. Freelance Sleuth. What'd you turn up? What sent a street-savvy con like Monk charging into the street without so much as a sideways look?
Now, whatever it is, we'll never know now, because the man said nothing.
Care to add anything to that? Like the truth? Or would you feel more comfortable at the police station?
The Dirty Harry approach really necessary? She's been through a lot.
I want some answers, and I want them now.
Miss Kramer, if Drew was still alive and standing right here next to me, and he asked you for your help, what would you do?
Well, I'm sorry. The gun that killed Drew, Monk told us that he sold it to Aunt Dorian.
The man was lying through his teeth.
I wonder if Miss Lord Hayes' partner sees it that way. Where's RJ Cannon?
We haven't seen him since we were outside.
Yeah, this is Commissioner Sykes. I want an APB put out on Dorian, Lord Hayes, and RJ Gannon immediately. That's right.
I am no killer. How dare you accuse me of such a thing?
Why not? Makes perfect sense to me. An overbearing mother goes to any length to protect her dear daughter who's been wronged by her man.
No, you're not seeing Joey. He would never date someone so simple-minded. I've already told you. I had nothing to do with what happened to Drew Buchanan or what happened to my daughter.
That's not the way I heard it. I thought I'd find you here, hiding.
Hardly. I own this gallery. Why shouldn't I be here?
No, you're not going anywhere.
Leaving. No, you're not.
Have a nice evening.
RJ, have you got any idea what you just messed up?
No, and I guess all that time I spent in local lockup has stopped me from caring.
Get out of my way!
No!
What, are you holding me here against my will?
Do the words, "you set me up," ring a bell? Because that's what you've done to me, and you're going to tell me why.
Preposterous!
I take it that's a denial.
I have never so much as met a man named Monk, let alone purchased a gun from him. The man is lying.
Lying in the morgue, as a matter of fact.
He's dead?
Hit by a car. I guess he should have looked both ways. But before he became roadkill, he said just enough to make me believe you were looking for a fall guy from the start.
The start of what? My supposed conspiracy to see Kevin Buchanan murdered?
Well, the argument has been made.
Badly, and with contrived evidence. Don't you see? Look at what's happened. We have both been set up.
Really? By whom?
Congressman Graham. Hey, he obviously got to this man, Monk, and he somehow persuaded him to point the accusing finger at me.
Graham.
Yes, because I wouldn't play along with him. He's running for the Senate, and he tried to use me to wrangle an endorsement from Mel.
Politicians.
Yeah, when I told him to shove it, he told me I'd live to regret the decision.
And here we are. Any regrets?
No. I have my principles, too.
Dorian,
Oh, honey. Okay, what are we going to do?
you know about Monk?
Yes. Yes. You don't believe it, do you?
No, not a word.
So it's Graham, right?
No, what do you think?
I think I'm about to be arrested by the police, just like Graham threatened.
There's no way I'm going to let them nail you for something you didn't do.
Honey, Graham practically owns the police.
Yeah, but he doesn't own me, and I'm going to straighten all this out.
All right, while you're doing that, I think that we had better get away. I mean, out of town, this instant.
No, running away will only make you look guilty.
Mel, I don't care. Too many fingers are already pointing at me.
And me, thanks to you.
At least you're never going to believe me.
That's the cop.
Mel, please. You've got to help me. We've got no other choice.
You said we had no other choice when you asked me to endorse Graham for the Senate. You stood up to it. We both did. We're going to do that now.
Okay, they're coming up.
Please listen to me. I was on death row once before. If I have to go back there again, I promise you, I am not going to survive. Please, don't make me go through that. You've got to help me. I'm begging you.
Art lovers. I would never have guessed.
Where is she?
She?
Dorian Lord, your wife.
Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be standing here. I'm looking for her myself.
I suppose you haven't seen RJ Gannon either.
There you would be wrong. I saw RJ earlier at Club Indigo.
Detective, why don't you take a look around?
Be my guest.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
Why? Don't you get enough practice finding the wrong man?
Look, if your wife is innocent, she's got nothing to worry about.
You're asking me to trust you.
Yeah, I'll stand on my reputation.
I'd be careful if I were you. That's shaky ground, because I don't trust your boss further than I could throw him.
Fine. You can stall all you want, but the outcome is going to be the same. We will find your wife.
Are you kidding me? This is crazy.
Crazier than doing nothing?
Here? Well, I'd rather take my chances with Sykes.
Look, nobody dragged you by the hair to get you here. If you've got a better idea, find your own safe haven.
Gonna let you take off and leave me holding the bag?
Bag? What bag? We're both being framed. How many times will I have to keep telling you that?
Until I believe you.
Oh, ye of little faith. Come on, where are you?
Dorian, aren't you? What's the problem? Is Cassie all right?
Cassie is just fine, but you've got to let us in. And, Andrew, you've got to hide us. It's a matter of life and death. Oh, I just had to see you. I like the look.
Sykes has put me under surveillance. I had to do some fancy talking down in the loading docks to get this. Plus, I have 50 copies of today's paper. Did you use one?
Am I on the front page?
Yeah. You and RJ both, I'm afraid. Where's RJ?
He's right here. Look, Dorian, are you out of your mind? Do you want to get nailed for Drew's murder, huh? And you better not have been followed here.
I wasn't followed. Believe me, RJ, I'm on your side.
No, you're on your wife's side. I'm just the fool she took hostage along the way.
Hey!
Wait. If you knew me better, you'd know different. Something big is coming down. A cover-up. And I'm going to expose it. But I cannot do that until I prove that you and Dorian were not involved. Now, you just give me a couple hours to call in some favors. I'll have you out of town safe and sound.
Well, get him out of town. Because I want to stay.
What are you talking about?
No, I can't leave town until I've seen Cassie.